Like we're live. Hey guys, this is Jared Jarvis. I'm here today with Ronai Brumett and Leanne Mason. We have so much fun getting to do these weekly Wellness Wednesdays with you guys. We had an amazing class last night. You definitely, if you weren't with us live, need to go watch the recording. We had a blast and some fun times doing that. And today we want to talk a little bit about recharging, rejuvenation, and getting your groove back. And I think that that's a fantastic topic for us. And I know that there's lots of things that I do, but I want to kind of kick off with one of you two and see what you're thinking. What is this act of rejuvenation, of getting your groove back? What does that mean for you?
Go ahead, Ronai.
Like so often, I think we are go, go, go. We're burning the candle at both ends, like just going. And a lot of times we don't realize that self-care is not selfish. It's actually absolutely needed. And that's one of the things. I actually had a great conversation with my son last night, who has been burning the candle at both ends. And we talked about a few different techniques. Obviously, essential oils came up, right? Which we can talk about that, but we talk a lot about essential oils on here. So we want to talk about a few other things, although I will, again, just mention Citrus Bliss is the bomb. But we talked about getting outside. And as you can, I got my Farmer Nene overalls on because I was outside moving a wood pile. But one of the things that he does really well is he walks around outside without his shoes or socks on. And grounding and being in nature is just one of those things. Being around birds, there is some cool scientific studies that being around birds like helps to rejuvenate your soul, right?
That's
Being
awesome.
around bees vibrate at a certain frequency that actually calms your nervous system, as long as you're not like, oh my gosh, they're going to sting me. But honeybees are phenomenal to be around. So that's one of my favorite ways, is being out in nature. And
So
then
I want to go back to you talking about the honeybees because I saw a study and I was fascinated by it. There are some beekeepers that are now creating hives in like a area where it's like a shed. So the hives are on the outside of the shed. So you can go in and rejuvenate just listening to the hive. I thought
yeah,
that was fascinating.
I've actually seen one where a person has a honeybee wall in their house that the bees can go out through, like, but they have a glass where they can actually see them and hear the honeybees,
Wow.
which I think is absolutely fascinating. But yeah, just that vibration that they're at. Or like for me, I love going out and just being out with my chickens. Chickens are like the funniest bird. They're just goofy and fun to watch. And if you have the ability to go hang out with somebody who has chickens, go hang out with chickens.
Well, and you guys have been to my house. Like my favorite is I have a farm behind me, right? Right directly behind me. My backyard neighbors is a farm, and I love going out and just watching the cows. And right now, there are so many babies out there that it's rejuvenating to me. Like it's my kids make fun of me, but I'm like, "Oh my gosh, there's a new baby this week." Or,
And one of the things that you mentioned before we started, which totally opposite side of nature, is watching movies. Watching movies is my escape. Like when I just need my brain to shut off, because do you guys ever have where your brain is just going on the 150 million things you need to be doing
yeah,
and you're exhausted? And my husband laughs at me because I'll put a movie on and within like 15 minutes, I'm asleep.
right. I
So
love doing movies as well. Not only that, that is something that we do as a family to reconnect,
yeah.
is we get together and we pick a movie and we just spend time together. So that's rejuvenating for the whole family. So I love that. And I think too often when we're thinking about rejuvenation or rest and restore, we're thinking about seclusion or sleep or actual rest. But there are active things that restore us and allow different pieces to rest. So to me, the movie is allowing my mind to rest.
Yes. And then you also talked about working out, which I've been doing lately. And I do this group fitness class at I2 Fitness in Maple Grove, Minnesota. If you guys are in the area and you want to try it out, please contact me. I love them there. And because of the work I've been doing with them, I've been able to do so much more like physical labor around our little hobby homestead. So, but Leanne, tell us about how you rest and rejuvenate with working out.
So, a couple different things, you guys. I love to weight lift. Like weightlifting is something I have done since my teenage years because then I am moving physically, but it's helping with the mental mind chatter because I'm focusing on my reps or my form or that kind of stuff. But I also love aroma dance and mindful movement, where aroma dance, you are using the essential oils on the different chakras. You are asking a question and affirming, back and forth between the question and affirming while you're dancing for the different chakras. So that restores mind, body, and spirit to me. And mindful movement, it restores connection in the body because some of the things that we don't think about is moving our eyes, moving our head, moving in certain ways that then reconnect the mind, body, and spirit. So those are a couple of my ways that are rejuvenating in a way that most people wouldn't have maybe think that is rejuvenating. So I'm going to ask, what are your favorite ways to rest, restore, and rejuvenate? So Jared, what are some of yours?
You know what? For me, I find great pleasure, and it's reconnecting for me to go do something for somebody else, to go give service
is what I'm hearing
and
there.
One of the ways that I enjoy doing that is actually through the aroma touch technique. So not only is the person on the table getting some benefit from that aroma touch, but you know what? The person that's giving the aroma touch is getting all of those oils. Yes, we had to talk about oils while we were here. The person giving the aroma touch is getting all of those oils on their hands, getting to go be in that atmosphere, getting to breathe in that beautiful aroma. And it's fun to be able to see how much more relaxed I am, whether it's aroma touch or, just going and helping my brother-in-law. I watched our kids for a little bit of time or doing some service project, getting out, doing it, being focused on somebody other than yourself. I find that rejuvenating, because there's always stuff going on with me. There's always stuff going on with you guys. And when we can take that focus off of ourselves and really go try to make a difference for somebody else in our lives, I think that's a great way that I find personal satisfaction in that rejuvenation.
I love that. So I just want to bring out one other thing because last week I asked Ronai for some help because I love doing guided meditations or self-hypnosis to restore and rejuvenate. But as I was listening to some of the ones that were out there, it was like, oh, that's jarring because it wasn't in tune with who I am. And Ronai is a Unleash Your Strengths coach. And so I love living within my strengths. And so I have some personal goals that I'm working on. And I just asked Ronai, because she's also certified in hypnotherapy. So I asked Ronai if she could create a personal meditation for me that tied my strengths in with the goals that I'm working on. And I have to tell you, it is totally worth it. So I know Ronai is going to start offering it as a paid service, so I'm excited for those of you who are interested in getting your own personal hypnotherapy session that you can listen to daily. Totally worth it. And if you haven't done your strengths yet, Ronai, how do they do that?
So you go to gallup.com and get your 34 strengths report. It's $60. Invest that money in yourself. What I want to offer today is for 3 people. The first 3 people to comment.
Wow.
You pay your $60, get your report, or if you already have your report, I would like to put together a hypnotherapy session for you, a recorded 15 to 20 minute hypnotherapy session on something that you are working on. in exchange for your testimonial. There is something I need out of it, but that's what I'm
awesome.
looking for, because I am so excited about this. I've created one for myself, but I'm like, I don't know that I can listen to myself. I might have to have somebody else record it for me. But like, I am really excited about this process of marrying the strengths in with the affirmations when I take somebody down for that hypnotherapy session. So
Yeah,
first 3 people.
super excited. First 3 people jump on that. So super exciting. And again, let me give you guys our class next Thursday. I had to think about that for a second. Next Thursday, our class is on rest and restore. And of course, we're going to talk about, Serenity, because that is an amazing product for rest and restore. But we have a whole lineup for you. So make sure you register for class. We're also getting ready to schedule our July classes. So I'm going to put in there, what classes do you guys want us to be teaching in July? So we are excited. So as always, we're not doctors. We can't diagnose or treat. We're here to educate and hopefully give you some inspiration on some things you can do to live a more holistic lifestyle. Have a great day, you guys.